since the first days of July. And the first inning is brought to you by Toyota, and we are underway. Wentelstead is at third today. Riley Green dribbles one to the right side. Abreu over, had some trouble with it in the glove, but Lynn.
The left-handers, and there's a bunch of them in this lineup. He's going to have a good day.
Victor Reyes is a switch hitter, batting left-handed there today.
He doesn't have the straight change that Lucas has, but he throws a lot more fastballs. He'll cut it into on something middle in.
Home with an 0-2. And there's a fastball ripped towards first, and Abreu with an excellent play defensive.
More times than not, they don't give you a lot of trouble.
There's Javi Baez against Lynn. The 1-0 to Baez, who is the lone
in and trying to drive it. You want to stay away from him here.
He gets that big swing on the curveball. Fork swing from Javi Baez. 2-1. Off the fist, loop towards short on the run. Sosa had to knock it down. Baez is a part of the 2-out single for Harold Castro. Both Castros in the lineup today. Harold will.
Last night against Liam Hendricks late.
Waved on and missed, went fishing at that one down.
To Cleveland for 3.
0-2 pitch and an elevated fastball and a scream from Lynn.
Guardians second lowest with the Nationals, and the Sox on that list.
Not a heavy home run division in general. The Americans just making me look bad.
It will be entirely your fault.
That's what it seems like. Well, you're not really going to do it there with awkward.
Disappears, and odds are overwhelming. We'll see another one here.
Sure enough. Castro did not. Well, you were looking for a revolution yesterday, I guess.
But
fouled at the plate.
It's not quite what the Sox did.
Ball and 2 strikes on Castro, and a good sweeping curve gets the strikeout. Starts him off with a cutter away and a generous.
Go back there.
That's where Sevy sets up. 1-1. Lynn home with a 1-1, and it's on the ground to the right side and foul. 1-2 pitch. Good curveball. The breaking ball is looking very.
Injuries. The offense hasn't been there. They don't hit the ball out of the park, and they don't run well. So when you have that, almost without exception, you're going to.
His father third all time in Major League history in strikeouts. And he's quickly behind 0-2.
One thing that's kept Lance from having the big year he'd love to have.
Did not chase the elevated.
Hope that they go 17 innings today. Run through the entire bullpen. That would be nice.
Currently have won the ladder injury.
Yeah, that's a huge loss for them.
2-2 pitch, and there's the elevated fastball, and Lance Lynn's afternoon as the Sox look for the sweep. The third inning is brought to you by Hyundai, and it starts with a little roller off the bat of Tucker Barnhart. Easy play to make for whether it's spring training for baseball, preseason for the NFL or the NBA. Man, he's coming in the best shape of his life.
So you
opera singer when I was 16 years old.
I got to tell you something. I mean, you did a great job of it, and none was better than last night. We're gonna show you that. And Lynn misses one again, and don't be doing that again. Oh, I thought that was appropriately awful.
I thought
after you.
He realized that clearly this was not the racket for him. On the ground to second, past the diving Harrison. Going from first to third will be Akil Baddoo. He slowed up the velocity a little bit, allowing Baddoo to go first to third. And now here's Reyes going after a first pitch fastball. With Sosa and Harrison ready for a double play. A bunt shown that time, and a dance out of the way of it. It's a 1-1. Off the fist, down the line, but it's going to float foul.
Giving up just the 1 out.
1-2. We're back to that curveball that was so effective in the first couple. Third. And now a 2-2 delivery. And this fouled away once again by Reyes.
One or the other, and then a pitcher has to come home, and that's when you take off.
That one down and inside, gets away from Zavala. Baddoo on his way home. The play at the plate. A wild pitch that allows the first run to come across. A 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air towards left center. Pollock and Engel are over. It'll be Adams' ball for out number 2.
He could really help ease a young rotation and get them familiar. And that young rotation is just dissolved for them. Look here.
Baez is waved on and missed. 95 from Lance Club. 1-1. Good location on that pitch. Got the out.
25-inch plate.
Baez reaches out, pokes it over Harrison into right center field, and that will score Green. Baez sprinting towards second with an RBI double.
Bearded beast, very nice.
You're definitely more in sync on that than the nationwide jiggle, I think. Here's Harold Cat.
Now look, hitting 285 as he is, might as well use his bat, see if there's any hits in it. Fortunately, the Sox picked up another run and made it easier in the ninth.
And A.J. Pollock went deep. 3 starts. He's allowed 6 in his last 3 starts. This time he gets the strikeout to finish off the Tigers. Starting with Willie Castro, who fanned on a curveball in the second. And he gets sawed off on a pitch running inside. That fastball up on his through 3.
There's only been 1-1-2-3 inning, that in the second. And Lynn struck out the side.
Puerto Rico native Castro waits for an 0-2. 2 count. Baez got hurt. That's when Willie got called up this year. He stays alive, punching 1 foul. This game is so important. I love to see the Sox come back and win this. Finish off a sweep. He went around according to.
Pay for it. Steven Adam, back to you. Cheers.
In the air to right off the bat of Jamer Candelario. Andrew Vaughn.
As good as a fillet is, it's not near as tasty as
a good ribeye. I do like a good red snapper, though. That was a good addition.
Well, you said what, Presbyterian?
Yes, yeah.
Why the fish had a religious connotation.
Well, that's Martin Luther. They often do. Clemens, who struck out on a fastball in the second. That's the pitch that Lynn went to there. 1-2 pitch to Clemens on a fastball. Deep into the hole at second for Harrison. And there is in GMC. We are professional grade. First pitch swinging. A little floater off the bat of Tucker Barnhart. And he puts it into left field for 2 runs in the third. Will climb in. We're looking cutter for a strike from Lynn. That comes back to the plate. Struggled in year number 2 at the big league level. 1-2. Just in the travels of, that's not an easy thing to do.
No, but it helps if you're just a contact hitter.
Sure.
And we've seen the fact that he can actually drive the ball out. Got some nice table setters ahead of Ramirez, who usually gets the job done. I mean, you're talking about a guy who is going to probably drive in to put the bat on the ball and make contact consistently.
Due to the left side, tough hop grab by Moncada. The relay to first. Available at Elgin Hyundai. See ElginHyundai.com. Base is empty now as you turn the lineup back to the top. And Riley
Dawg&Hen played second base when the Sox got him, and it didn't work out particularly well. It's a completely different cutoff man. A lot of different places. Cover first base on bunts. The second baseman just has a lot of responsibilities.
Ball and 2 strikes on Riley Green.
Also, it set the lineup back because he's their leadoff hitter. I mean, he's a guy that they look to as their, and they anticipate that's what's going to happen here. It has not happened yet.
Torkelson is in the minors right now. Actually expected to be part of the opening day roster. Payoff pitch to him is off the fist, popped up into left. For A.J. Pollock, who squeezes.
You got the blue guys, they're the curveball. You got the green guy, that's the changeup.
That was on Willie Castro, his last strikeout in the 4th inning. Home with an 0-1. 0-2.
That perfect game is 4 outs away from a perfect game against the Orioles.
10 in 2012. That was the year of the perfect game. There were 3 of them that year. Matt Cain threw the other one along with Hernandez. That's right. The incredible catch that saved the perfect game. Line drive to Abreu. He retires.
Screaming, Alexi! And that was that.
History. Big cut. A typical.
Some are a little more difficult to take than others, but in the all's well that ends well category, Sox came out on top.
Takes place at some point of the 27 outs. That's more spectacular than another.
That the consecutive batter retired. With the bases loaded, picture right now. It's just of the back of your head.
I'm going to pretend that I didn't see that.
And you know, back of your head, as delightful as it is still. Oh, we're front runners. We'll blast you.
2-2 to Baez. 4. Ended up catching the perfect game. There's a cut from Baez. Lance Lynn. 2 away in the 6th, but the base is empty for Harold Castro, who has fanned twice on fastballs both times.
I mean, he takes a picture of us, we'll take a picture of them.
Fair is fair. A strike on Castro. Kopech against Framber Valdez, and Giolito against Luis Garcia. In the air to center. Engel ranging back. And a 1-2-3.